Hi, welcome to the Diner. I'm your host, Ian Lauer, and with us is Tad the Diet Coach.
Thanks. Well, I'm glad to be here again.
Glad to have you here. And we are taking you through the Versus series. We're pitting one food against another, and Tad is going to tell you which one is best. Today, quinoa is battling couscous. Which is better?
Quinoa versus couscous. Well, this one is a tough one because this is a very close battle. I actually like both. So when I look at quinoa and couscous, they're sort of grainy. They're sort of very, very similar in some senses to brown rice in some senses, but they're more of a grain. And it's not something that a lot of people eat a lot of in this country, at least in the United States. In other countries, they eat this more. It's a more staple to people's diets, and it's actually both of them are very slow reacting carbs. They're basically carb sources. So when you add them to your diet, you're going to treat them very, very much like rice or very much like some kind of wheat product, except they're not nearly as bad for you as wheat products are. As a matter of fact, they're very, very good for you. They have a lot of vitamins in them. Both of them do, but my taste buds require me to add a little bit of rice to them, but you don't have to, and they're complete by themselves from a carbohydrate standpoint, and they react very, very slowly in the system, so you don't get a very fast acting carbohydrate release. So they're great to carb up on. They're great to include in your diet. They're not the best source post-workout, and they're not the best source pre-workout. So if you're going to include them, they're better off using them apart from those two sections, so that you can get a quicker load after you work out or before you work out, because they're a little bit slower acting. So which one's better? Well, this one's a personal preference thing because they're so evenly matched. But in my opinion, couscous is a little bit better. It tastes a little bit nicer, and there's a little more versatility to how you can cook with it. More spices, more things like that. And we all know, as competitors and as people in the fitness industry trying to make these sometimes bland diets a little bit more tasty, there's a few more options, in my opinion, with couscous.
Well, thanks for sharing, Tad. Some great information for our viewers.
Well, thanks for having me again on the show. And if anybody wants to need more information, they can go to my website, or they can find me on Facebook at tadthedietcoach.com, or my Facebook account, or I'm on Instagram, all these other things, all these other social media networks.
Tad is everywhere. Make sure you click back soon for more great episodes here at the Diner.